Straight ahead on WBKB, a new COVID variant has been discovered in Presque County. Plus, as we move into summer, how can you lower your energy bills? And one local food pantry turns into a drive-thru. You are watching Thunder Bay News Network. WBKB News at 6 starts now.
This is WBKB News at 6. An in-depth look at news, weather, and sports. From hard-hitting news stories to local events, we're there with coverage you can count on. You're watching WBKB News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Tyler Cruz. A variant of the COVID-19 virus has been detected in Presque County. The local health department has been notified of a confirmed case of the B117 variant in Presque. B117 originates in travelers from the UK. Experts believe this variant is more contagious and can spread easier. The individual has completed isolation. Based on available evidence, current vaccines for COVID-19 also work against this particular variant. Alpena Schools has learned of several new COVID-19 cases. Alpena Superintendent Daniel O'Connor says 5 students at Alpena Middle School and High School tested positive for the coronavirus following spring break. District staff is contacting any students or teachers who need to quarantine. In the meantime, they ask that parents and other students monitor themselves for symptoms of COVID-19. O'Connor says classes will still continue as normal. And starting today, April 5th, all Michigan residents 16 and older are now eligible for a COVID-19 vaccine. It comes at a critical time as Michigan's COVID numbers continue to rise. Saturday, the Michigan Department of Health reported 8,413 new cases and 57 deaths. This is the highest count since December 7th. From Sunday to Monday, over 10,000 cases were confirmed, with 21 more deaths. State COVID totals are at 702,499 confirmed cases and over 16,000 deaths. The local health department has a Pfizer wait list for those 16 and 17 years old, and we'll have that posted on our website. The health department also has COVID-19 vaccination clinics scheduled this week where no appointment is needed. Knights of Columbus Hall in Sheboygan has 450 walk-in spots available from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, April 7th. Then on Thursday, April 8th, 300 vaccines are available to walk-ins at the Alpena Mall from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Friday at St. Francis Church in Lewiston, 300 more shots are available until 4 p.m. The Moderna vaccine will be available at all of these clinics. You can find more information on our website. Well, here's meteorologist Ellie Morrison with a first check of the weather. Ellie, we had a gorgeous weekend. Is that continuing?
So Tyler, we're also getting to enjoy the sunshine today. I will be tracking multiple rounds of showers as we go throughout the week. It is not going to be a washout on any of the upcoming days, but there will be some periods of rainfall. At the moment, no rain in sight, with mostly clear skies in Alpena at 54 degrees, in Oscoda 52 degrees. Farther to the west, the temperatures are running noticeably warmer at 68 in Gaylord and 62 in Houghton Lake. Later tonight, that's when our first round of showers will be moving in. After about 1 a.m., continuing into the morning hours tomorrow, there might even be a rumble of thunder. I'll let you know about when our next chances of rain will move in coming up later in the newscast.
Thank you for that, Ellie. Well, the warmer weather's coming, and with summer nights right around the corner, the Department of Natural Resources has some advice before you start up the campfire and gather around. Currently, weather conditions in Michigan carry an increased risk of wildfire, according to the DNR. Never leave fires unattended, and always keep a water source and shovel nearby in case of an emergency. Before burning waste, residents in northern Michigan can check the DNR's interactive map to see if open burning is permitted on that day. You can find a link to the map and more information on our website. A grant program that awarded $80,000 around the community this year opened their applications for 2022 today. United Way of Northeast Michigan opened their applications for their 2022 Community Investment Partnership grants today. For 2021, United Way awarded 18 applicants around $5,000 each, including public schools in both Alpena and Alpena. Applicants must be nonprofit agencies or organizations that service Alpena, Alpena, or Montmorency counties.
Any program that is towards education, health, income, we're trying to make it more equitable, so you're increasing individual and family financial stability, and any basic needs, food, shelter, clothing.
Gentry says these grant applications help United Way set their campaign goal for the year. The funds raised for United Way during the campaign get dispersed across the community through these grants. Well, if you're headed down US 23 South, your route may have a detour as road construction has begun today. 2 miles of US 23 from south of Washington Street to south of Lakeshore Drive, just north of Harrisville, are affected. MDOT is asking people passing through to follow posted detours on M72, Barlow Road, and F41 between Harrisville and the Spruce area. The $5 million construction project, which includes a new concrete curb, gutter, and storm sewer, is scheduled to be complete in August. Have you seen a rise in your gas and electric bills and wondered why the increase? Alpena Power President Graham sheds light on how to get that bill down. While seasonal variations in the weather contribute most to hikes on your bills, there are other factors to consider. Graham says furnaces work longer and harder to keep up with failing temperatures outside. He says it's more noticeable with electric heat because it's not nearly as efficient compared to natural gas. As we enter into spring and summer, these same hikes can happen, but there are ways around it.
From an electric standpoint, one of the things that you can do quickly and fairly inexpensively is look at changing out light bulbs to LED light bulbs, which are way more efficient.
By doing this, Graham says you can save $50 to $75 a year. Changing out other items in your home can also make a difference.
Then you got to start looking at things like just your home or apartment. You know, how well is it insulated? What kind of windows are in it? Are they old single pane glass, or are they double pane or triple pane, high efficient glass?
Checking your energy efficient appliances like refrigerators, furnaces, freezers, and microwaves can also help save money. You can find a link for more ways on making your home energy efficient on our website. The pandemic has changed the way we do everything, including how we help each other. The God Loves You Food Pantry has assisted Northeast Michigan residents for about 2 years now. Twice a month, they distribute food to families in need, no questions asked. Before the coronavirus, people would physically receive the food indoors and take it out to their cars. Now, the pantry has become a drive-through. Organizer and pastor Giovanna Meek says the relative anonymity of this new model might actually work better.
The clients that come to receive food here are really self-sufficient people. They are very hardy people. They don't usually ask for help. They aren't those types of people.
In other words, the drive-through style removes the stigma of asking for help. Meek says they feed at least 600 families every month. The God Loves You Food Pantry has locations in Presque Township and Posen. You can find more information on our website. There's more news ahead for you here on WBKB. Coming up for the kids, do you want to be a Piston for a day? And meteorologist Ellie Morrison has your 7-day forecast.
Just nature shots, pics with friends, or interesting sights you see that you would like to send us. Email it along with a short description to news@WBKB11.com.
Thank you for that, Ellie. Well, now I want to go traveling. Coming up on WBKB News, why most vapers say they want to quit, and Jake Vanderbrook will have the latest in sports. Stay tuned. Welcome back. In health news, most adults who vape say they want to quit, and a closer look at what COVID-19 did to the U.S. death rate. Famey Redwood takes a look at some of today's top health stories.
Nearly 23% more Americans died from March 2020 through January 2021 than expected, according to a new study in JAMA. Researchers say about 3/4 of the excess deaths were due to COVID infection. The rest, they say, reflect last year's surge in heart disease and Alzheimer's disease and delayed care for other health issues. They also suspect some COVID infections went undocumented. A new study in the journal Pediatrics finds children are having to wait longer for access to emergency mental health treatment. Between 2005 and 2015, 6-hour ER visits for children with mental health issues jumped from 16 to 24% for those seeking immediate care. Visits lasting over 12 hours surged from 5 to 12%. And 60% of U.S. adults who vape would like to quit, according to South Carolina cancer researchers. They found former cigarette smokers expressed the highest intentions and interest in stopping their use of e-cigarettes. Those are some of today's top health stories. Famey Redwood, CBS News, New York.
Michigan kids can be a Piston for a day with a sweepstakes going on this week. The Detroit Pistons and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan are kicking off their social media sweepstakes for Michigan kids aged 6 to 14 today. The sweepstake lasts 1 week and 5 winners will be picked for a special visit to the Pistons Performance Center. Additional prizes include a special message from a Pistons player, 4 tickets to a home game for next season, private shoot-arounds, and more. We'll have a link to enter and more information posted on our website. Jake Vanderbrook is next in sports. And Jake, looks like they could use some help. You think I could be a Piston?
Yeah, I think you could. If you sign a 10-day contract, I would buy a Tyler Cruz jersey. But next in sports, the Tigers were in action as they kicked off a 3-game series with the Minnesota Twins. Highlights on that. Plus, we'll review our top plays of the 2021 winter sports season.
Welcome back. Ed Helms has a complicated relationship with a hired surrogate in the new trailer for Together Together, and a look at a new horror movie coming to Netflix. Chris Martinez has those stories and more in today's Eye on Entertainment.
About being a dad that I've thought about.
Ed Helms is a bachelor in his 40s looking to become a dad in the upcoming comedy Together Together.
I have some exciting news. I'm pregnant. I mean, the surrogate is pregnant.
Helms plays Matt, who hires a surrogate, played by Patty Harrison, to carry his child. As they navigate the pregnancy, they're forced to make a decision about the nature of their relationship with each other. Together Together premieres in theaters April 23rd and heads to digital platforms in May. The team finds a link to a murder case while on another assignment in a new episode of NCIS.
What kind of detail is this, sir?
COVID detail. The 3 of you are going to be our new health compliance officers.
When Vance assigns McGee, Torres, and Bishop to new roles on COVID compliance duty at a foreign affairs summit, they discover a clue that could help solve an open murder. Pam Dolber guest stars. The all-new episode of NCIS airs tomorrow night here on CBS. And Amanda Seyfried finds something sinister happening in her new home in the upcoming Netflix horror movie, Things Heard and Seen.
There's definitely updating that needs to be done here.
Yeah, certainly could use a paint job.
Yeah, but look at these bones.
The movie is based on the novel All Things Cease to Appear. Seyfried plays Catherine, who reluctantly trades her Manhattan home for an old country farmhouse with her husband. She soon comes to sense a dark force lurking in the walls of the new home. James Norton also stars. Things Heard and Seen premieres on Netflix April 29th. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
That's all we have for you this evening. You can read more about our broadcast stories and get the scoop on other news items online. Just visit WBKB11.com for sports, weather, and news updates anytime, day or night. And check us out on our Facebook page and Twitter handle at WBKB11. Be sure to catch us back here tonight at 11 with Stephanie Manici. Have a good evening.